Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Megzy, and today I am doing my Booktube birthday tag. It has been a little over a year since I first uploaded my very first video to Booktube, September 20th, and today I'm filming this 11 question video about my thoughts on having a Booktube channel for 1 year, the creative process, the editing process, and all of that. And incidentally, I am also filming this video on my actual regular birthday, and I'm very tired because I went out last night with friends. Welcome to your late 30s. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. How many years on Booktube are you celebrating? 1 year, as of September 20th, which is when I first uploaded my very first video. I had filmed it, I think, a couple weeks before, and then I sat on it for a while, and then I decided to take the plunge and upload it. Question 2. How have you changed from your first video to now? Well, I definitely have a better microphone. When I first started, I didn't have a microphone at all, and then I had a really cheap little microphone I got from Walmart, which was a clip-on that really had poor quality, that you actually have to like hold it to your mouth to make it really visible audio wise. So that just had a really tinny sound, and then got this microphone for Christmas. So yes, better sound. I think I have slightly better editing skills. At least it doesn't take me near as long to edit a video in the way it used to. It's much faster. Question number 3. What has kept you motivated to keep making videos? I think the first is just to simply have a creative outlet. I want to be consistent because I feel like I get into creative projects or outlets, and then eventually they kind of fall by the wayside. But I also think, too, just having the ability to have this outlet be interactive and get people commenting on your videos, liking them, viewing them, just being able to have people out there who I know are actually engaging my work and watching it is a really good feeling. And I like that ability also, just to be able to connect with people from all over the world. Question number 4. What are 3 of your favorite videos that you've made in the past year, and why? So I would say one was reading 1-star reviews of my favorite books. The quality of that video, like sound-wise and the visual, isn't that great, but it was fun to just compile, and it was fun actually to create that video and look into like and read like the best, most bizarre 1-star reviews, because some of them were actually quite funny. Second, I would list is reading my most read authors. Are they still my favorites? I felt like when I was making that video, it was a little bit kind of hamstrung together, but I ended up actually liking the finished product because it did make me realize the way I used to read compared to now, where I would really like get into and fixate on one single author and their entire like bibliography. And I don't read really that way anymore, but it was fun to get like a broad overview of some of these authors and like the general themes that keep reemerging in their work. And I like wasn't even aware, like I read a lot of Joyce Carol Oates, even of Margaret Atwood and Philip Roth. So it was wild to like look back and like see how much of these authors I had actually read. And then my third favorite actually would be one of my monthly wrap-ups. My March reads, I think, was one of my favorite to do because I think I discussed a lot of really heavy, complex themes, particularly relating to feminism, decolonial analysis, and it was a lot, but I think I was able to like articulate those themes in a pretty clear, concise way. And sometimes I feel like when I put together my monthly videos, I don't always think of like everything I want to say or articulate it in the best way, even though I pre-plan out in advance. And I think I did a pretty good job on that specific video, even though it is kind of long. Question 5. What is your most popular video? So it is actually the Book Snob tag, which has, as of the time I am filming this, 307 hits, which is a lot for me because My hits on my videos generally range from about 35 to like 60, 70 views, sometimes a little more than that, but to get like over 300 hits, and most of them actually came within like the first week or so of when it was posted. That is pretty unusual for me. I don't know what was so great about that video that people clicked on it. Question number 6. What have you struggled with on Booktube and how did you overcome it? I would say one of the things, and this definitely it'll kind of wax and wane, is just coming up with new video ideas, because I don't even always enjoy doing tag videos, but sometimes I've done them because I felt like I had nothing else to promote and I wanted to just like have consistent content. So right now I do have like a backlog of some video ideas I want to do, but the biggest struggle right now is just simply finding the time. I feel like starting the end of summer and now into fall, I have been and will be very busy, and it is really hard to, not just on the weekends, but also at work. And it's hard to find the time to write out what you want to film it, edit it, upload it, all of that. And I still struggle with just being able to try to pump out a video once a week. It's just hard to try to balance it. And I kind of I feel like I want to do more quality than quantity. And I realize that my channel will not grow as fast if I am not putting videos out consistently once a week. But I don't really want to do videos anymore for the sake of just having a weekly video up. I think I'm going to be a little bit pickier with what I want to publish. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, just balancing it is really hard with everything else in my life. Question 7. Have you had to deal with negative feedback or comments? How do you handle it? So I don't think I am big enough as a channel to have had any negative comments yet. I've gotten weird spam comments, but I've gotten downvotes on videos, just like for expressing my opinion on not liking a book by an author and saying why. And I mean, whatever, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but it is weird to get like negatively dislike something just because you don't like that person's analysis, because I'm not just giving my opinion, I am giving my analysis. I don't know, I think that's a bit weird, but I haven't had any negative comments yet, which is interesting. And the downvotes have been on just when I've expressed like taste of like, I don't like this genre of books, or not even that, but like this genre of books doesn't appeal to me because of X, Y, and Z, or I didn't like this specific author's work, or I don't like the specific author's works in general, and I've gotten downvotes. But yet my stuff that has been more political, like especially talking about Palestine, I'm kind of surprised, knock on wood, that I haven't had anyone downvote that or say anything negative. Really weird. So it's like I've gotten negative reactions on things I wasn't quite expecting, but again, no comments yet. I'm sure they're coming though. Question 8. Choose one moment from the last year on Booktube that you would like to relive. I probably think like making my channel and uploading my first video and then realizing that I got like some comments overnight was pretty cool from people all over the world. That was a really nice feeling, honestly. And I would say like just random comments when you get someone who compliments your video and likes your analysis or thinks it was really thought out, or even just getting a video that takes off really well. Those are all just experiences that I've really enjoyed during this time creating videos. What is the best book you've read this past year? I have 5-star books that are listed on my Goodreads. So, I mean, I feel like I've talked about this quite a lot, but I'm just going to list them here. Minor Detail by Adania Shibley, Women, Race, and Class by Angela Davis, Things to Do When You're Goth in the Country by Shavisa Woods, Eileen by Otessa Moshfegh, Enemy Feminisms, Turfs, Policewomen, and Girl Bosses Against Liberation by Sophie Lewis, and Solstice by Joyce Carol Oates. To me, those are all like 4.5 to 5-star quality books that I really enjoyed. There was another book I rated 5 stars, but I didn't really enjoy reading it because it was so depressing. But those are my favorite books I have read thus far this year, and I probably will do a full review at the end of the year discussing my favorite books, my least favorite books, etc. Where do you see your channel in 1 year's time? Hopefully I have a better camera and editing equipment. Well, I will be getting a better camera because this iPhone is old, and my boyfriend's gonna help me buy a better quality phone because this one I literally just had to pause the video and delete stuff off of my phone because my storage was full. So I will definitely have a better filming equipment. Hopefully I will have grown my subscribers. I'm hoping maybe to get 200 subscribers. We're keeping the goals modest here. And yeah, who knows? Maybe I won't even stick with it anymore. But I would like to try to stick with a hobby for, at least a couple years. And then the final question is, what piece of advice would you give to someone thinking of starting YouTube? I would say to don't compare yourself to other people, because that is definitely what I have done and still do. I'll see people create YouTube videos or create channels, and a year they have 60,000 followers, and I'm like, I don't understand why you took off this much. What is the secret sauce that you have so many followers? And some of it is truly just random and the algorithm, and some of it is that people who have had previous channels and experience with creating and editing videos, and then they just sort of started anew, but they had that previous experience they brought to their channel. So you don't really know what's going on behind the scenes, because there's a lot of people have previous knowledge with video editing. And so if you're like me and you have never had any sort of YouTube channel before, just don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare your editing skills or camera to other people, because it's really all just a trial by error process. And I do cringe at some of the audio on my earlier videos, but it is what it is. When you first start out a hobby, you're not gonna invest in hundreds of dollars into equipment because you're not sure how long you're gonna be doing it. So yeah, that's what I would say. Just comparison is a thief of joy. And yeah, that is it for my Booktube anniversary birthday tag. Let me know if you are a fellow Booktube creator and your thoughts on being on Booktube. What do you think? What would you do differently? How would you like to have your channel grow? What has helped your channel? Yeah, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.